One of the two women whose decomposed remains were allegedly fed to pigs on a farm at Onverwacht outside Polokwane in Limpopo will be laid to rest this morning. 45-year-old Maria Makgato will be buried in Kotishing village. Now, she was shot and killed at the farm 2 weeks ago. Makgato and a Zimbabwean national were killed while collecting food at a dumping site on the farm. For more on the story now, let's bring in reporter Katlego Nyoni, who brings us the latest on the story. Katlego, so a tragic story there on that front. Take us through what is happening where you are right now.
Indeed, Nkolisi, this is quite a tragic story. We've just seen some of the family members who have gathered here at Kotishing village. Of course, this as the funeral service gets underway, some of them are quite inconsolable. It is a somber atmosphere. We know that Makgato, along with Zimbabwean national Kotishing remains, were discovered inside a pigsty at a farm in Zimbabwean. Now, ever since, this has sent quite serious shockwaves throughout the country. Many people, they reacting with anger as well as a lack of understanding as to how this could happen in a democratic South Africa 30 years on. We've seen the family getting support from all corners of life, political affiliations, political parties like the African National Congress, the Economic Freedom Fighters, the MK Party are also present here at this particular funeral. We know that Makgato's remains will be laid to rest at a local cemetery. I'm going to bring in the chairperson of the Economic Freedom Fighters in Limpopo, that is Lawrence Mapaulo, who just addressed mourners who've gathered at this particular service. Thank you very much for joining us on the SABC News channel. You've just addressed the mourners and you mentioned that incidents of this nature should not be really taking place, especially in the month of August, which celebrates women.
It's a gruesome incident that happened in this area of Kotishing, and we are here at the funeral of Mama Makgato, and the pain is very much unbearable for the children and the family. Not only for the children, the family and relatives, but for the entire Africa. We are angry for what happened in that area. It's not issue of saying we're alleged, but it's very practical to say the two corpses were found in a pigsty where pigs are staying, and we are very much offended by that, because the pigs, those that were fed with the human beings, are pregnant pigs that are going to be sold to our people. And then, as the EFF will be supporting this family, we're going to sue the owner and the killers of these people, and they will be able to pay. Not only that, we're going to expropriate the land. We're going to expropriate that farm, because the law allows us to go and expropriate the land so that the children of these families can benefit from that farm.
Talk to me more about your intentions as the party. You just mentioned that you intend to file a lawsuit against the alleged killers of this particular incident. We know that they're still behind, they're still in custody following their bail application. So talk to us more about that.
You see, during this process, we know that the law might delay. I'm very much concerned on the justice system. We believe in the justice system, but we believe that there's going to be a delay. And during that period, what will the children eat at home? What is going to happen with their livelihood? Therefore, I think the government also must intervene during that process and make sure that the families and the children of the deceased are taken care of. In between, before conviction, immediately after conviction, we're in a better position to go and expropriate the land and make sure that whatever it was produced in that land feed the families.
And it's business as usual at the farm. Have you went there recently?
As the EFF, we have closed the farm. Even before the police can come, it's us who went there, closed the farm and made it sure that people are arrested. And unfortunately, our police are not doing as we wish. And we're appealing to the provincial commissioner to make sure that that area must be searched. That area must be stripped, because we suspect there might be more bodies where they were buried without informing even the law enforcement.
Mr. Mapolo, thank you very much for your time. That is the EFF chairperson here in the Limpopo province, Lawrence Mapolo, who has just addressed the scores of mourners that have arrived here to show support to the Makgato family. The EFF, they're mentioning that they are planning rather to file a lawsuit, eventually seeing the farm close.